CAT 2024 QA slot 2 question number 6. Now this question was from time and work, that is arithmetic. It says Amal and Vimal together can complete a task in 150 days. Then Vimal and Sunil, they can together complete the same task in 100 days. Amal starts working on the task and works for 75 days. Then Vimal takes over and works for 135. Finally, Sunil takes over, completes the remaining task in 45 days. Let's first of all summarize this information. As always, I say summarization is very, very important in CAT, so we can save our time. Now, the question says that Amal and Vimal, they both take 150 days. So, Amal and Vimal, they both take 150 days. And when we talk about Vimal and Sunil, they take 100 days to complete one task. After that, they said for the first 75 days, if Amal work, and then for the next 135 days, if Vimal works, and for the last 45 days if Sunil works, that also they complete the one task. That is equal to one task, we can say. Now, if let's assume we talk about this A and V, let's say Amal does A units of work per day, Vimal does V units per day. That means 150 units are done by A, 150 A, and 150 V are done by V. That means they are able to complete one task. The same way for V and S, we can write 100 V units plus 100 S units. That is equal to one task. Now, if we add these two equations, we get 150A plus 250V plus 100S. That is equal to 1 plus 1, 2 tasks. Here we have only one task, so let's divide it by 2 on both the side. We get 75A plus 125V plus 50S, that is equal to one task. Now, this equation and this equation, they both are equivalent to one task, so we can put them equal. That means 75A plus 135V plus 45S, that is equal to 75A plus 125V plus 50S, because they both are equivalent to one task. Now 75A gets cancelled with 75A. We are left with 10V, that is equal to 5S. That means twice of V, that is equal to S. That means S is equivalent to 2V units. And now this equation, if we put in V plus S equal to 100, we can say this equation where we have V and S both. So this means 100V plus 100S, that will be equal to 200V, because 1S equal to 2V. That is equal to one task. That means one task is equal to 300V units. Now this equation will put equivalent to here, that one task is equal to, that means 150A plus 150V, that is equal to 300V, that is one task. I get 150 of A units, that is equal to 150 of V units. That means A is equal to V. So these are two important informations we have. One is A is equal to V, second is V is equal to S by 2, or 2V is equal to S. Now that is what exactly the information we got till now from the first two lines. That means the ratio, if we talk about of the units of A, V and S, that is 1 is to 1, that is 2. Now let's read the question ahead. Further it says, if Amal had started the task alone working on all days, Vimal had worked on every second day. That means you're going to work on second day, fourth day, sixth day, and so on. And Sunil had worked on every third day. That means third day, sixth day, ninth day. There's a multiple of three. Then the number of days required to complete the task would have been. Now, whenever this kind of equation comes, so what we take the LCM of the frequency of the work they are doing. Like Amal is doing daily one, Vimal is doing on the second day two, and Amal is doing on the third day, that is three. That means LCM of 1, 2, 3 is 6. That means for every 6 days, the same number of units will get be worked. So every 6 days, we're gonna have same number of units. So by using this method, by using this application, this property, we're gonna solve the question ahead. Now we know the total unit that we have work, that is 300 V. That is the total task we have, and the capacity of A is to V is to S is 112. Now in the first 6 days, A will do 6 V units. V, as he's working on every second day, so he will be working on 3 days out of these six. So he will be working for three. He will be completing 3 V units. S gonna work on three and third and sixth day. That means two times, and every time he gonna take 2 units of work. That means he will complete 4 V. That means this is the task they're gonna complete in 6 days. That is 6, 3, 9, 9 plus 4, 13 V. So that is the task which they are able to do in 6 days. If I find out when 300V will be completed, so we simply have to divide 300 by 13, which comes out to be 13 into 2, 26, 40, 23. That means 6 into 23 days, the number of units gonna finish, that is 13 into 23. That means this is 138 days. That will be equal to 299 units out of this 300. Now, if 299 V work has been done and where only one V work is remaining, now whose turn it gonna be? Amal gonna work first. That means for the 300th V, that will be done on 139 days. And who's the last one to work? The last person who is working, that is Amal. So that gives me the answer. The answer is 139 days. I hope this is quite clear. Let's move to the next question now. The second question which we have, that says, question number 7, if x and y are the real numbers such that 4x square plus 4y square minus 4xy minus 6y plus 3 equal to 0, then find the value of 4x plus 5y. Now, if we look at this equation right here only, now 4x square minus 4xy, how can I convert it? I can convert that into 2x minus y whole square minus y square. This is equivalent to 4x square minus 4xy. If I just open it, 4x square plus y square minus 4xy plus minus minus cancelled out. Now this minus y square we can subtract from here. So this will be left with 3y square minus 6y plus 3. And this minus y square is gets cancelled out. Now here if I take minus 3 common, I get y square minus 2y plus 1. Now that is equal to 2x minus y whole square minus 3 common. This is nothing but y minus 1 whole square. Y square plus 1 minus 2y. Now this whole is equal to 0, they said. That now we know squares will be either 0 or positive, and there's a difference we have to take, and this is going to be equal to 0. That means either 2x minus y, that is equal to 0, and also we should have y minus 1, that is also equal to 0. That means 2x should be equal to y, and y should be equal to 1. Now this is the equation which we get. Now this we can put here, 4x plus 5y, that means this is 4x going to be 2y coming from this equation. Now 2y plus 5y, that is 7y, and y value we know that we take from here, that is 7 into 1, 7. That means this is the answer I get. That is the answer. Quite easy. बहुत easy था. Look at the next one now. Question number 8. It says, if m and n are natural numbers such that n is greater than 1, and m raised to power n is 2 raised to power 25 into 3 raised to power 40, then m minus n equals to. We have to find out the value of m and n. Let's first of all solve this. They say m raised to power n, that is equal to 2 raised to power 25 into 3 raised to power 40. So how we can I write it? I can write it 2 into 3, 6 raised to power 25, multiply 3 raised to power 15. We are using the property a raised to power m into b raised to power m, that is a into b raised to power m. Now in this particular case, the powers are different, so we are just taking the smallest of these. So 25 we have taken from 40, the 15 is remaining. So we go 2 into 3, 6 raised to power 25 into 3 raised to power 15. Continuing with this. Now 15 is common, so 3 into 6, 18 raised to power 15 into 6 raised to power 10. We are left with 25 minus 15, we got 10. Now we'll take 10, which is minimum. 18 into 6, 108 raised to power 10 into 18 raised to power 5. Now 5 being the minimum, 108 into 18, that is 1944. 18 into 8, 144. 4, 18 into 1, 18 plus 119. Now that is raised to power 5 multiplied by 108 raised to power 5. Now the powers are same, so we'll just multiply it. This will be equal to 209952 raised to power 5. Now that is equal to m raised to power n. Now we got this equation equivalent. That means m is equal to 209952, n is equal to 5, and the question they have m minus n. That means the answer I'm going to get 209952 minus 5. That means it is 209947. This is here, option number 4. That is my answer straight away. Again, a quite easy one. Look at the question number 9 now. In question number 9, this is from relation and function. It says a function f maps the set of natural numbers to whole numbers such that fxy equal to fx into fy plus function of x plus function of y for all xy, and fp is equal to 1 for every prime number p. You have to find out the value of p, that is 1,60,000. Now p 1,60,000, I can see this is square of 400. So we can write it as f 400 into 400. Now then this equation will come in front, right hand side. And again, if I see 400 is a square of 20, that means this is f20 into 20. From f20 into 20, we can see 20 is a part of f5 into 4. What we are trying to get into, please understand that we are trying to make it a prime number. And f4, that will be equal to f2 into 2. Now, everywhere we have at the bottom are the prime numbers. And for every prime number, the value going to be equal to 1. Whether it's f2, whether it's f3, whether it's f5, f7, f11, they all are equal to 1. Now we have to find out the answer. Now f2 into 2, that will be f2, f function of x into function of y plus function of x plus function of y. Now f2 value, because of this property, is going to be 1. So 1 into 1 plus 1 plus 1. That means f2, that is equal to 3. This is equal to 3. Now put this value here. F4 is equal to 3. Now that is equal to f5 into f4 plus f5 plus f4. Now this f5 is equal to 1. F4 is 3 plus 1 plus f4 is 3. So we get 1 into 3, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 3. That is equal to 7. So f20, the value of that is 7. So f4 is 3, f20 is 7. Now for f20 to 20, the same we will do. 7 to 7, 49 plus 7 plus 7, 14, that is 63. And f400, we will do same, 63 into 63, that will be 3969 plus 126, that is going to be 4095. So that is the value of my function of 1,60,000. That is the answer here. Again, a quite doable, quite easy question in the cat. Look at the next one, number 10. It says Anil invests 2200 rupees, sorry, 22,000 rupees in 6 years, for 6 years in a scheme with 4% interest per annum, compounded half yearly. So Anil gonna invest 22,000, 1 plus r by 100. Now r, because it's half yearly, so we have to divide it by 2. So r by 2, that is 2 by 100 raised to power 12, because 6 years, that means 12 half years. Separately, Sunil invests a certain amount in the same scheme for 5 years and then reinvest the entire amount he receives at the end of 5 years for 1 year at 10% simple interest if the amount received by both at the end of 6 years are equal. So amount of Anil and Sunil are equal. Sunil has first of all invested, I don't know the amount, so let's say that is P, into 1 plus 2 by 100 for 5 years. That means 10 times he's going to get. So that is the principal into 1 plus r by 100 raised to power 10, the compound amount he got. Now he invested this amount. That means this is the principal for the simple interest into rate of interest 1, time they have given us 10, divide by 100 plus p again. So we can simply say it into 110 by 100. That is the amount which we're going to have. At 10% interest, I'm going to get 110% after 1 year. So this is how we can write it. So this 0 gets cancelled with 0. This power of 10 will get cancelled here. It will be only remaining now 2. So we can write here this is 2 remaining. Now if we solve it further, we get 22,000 multiplied by 102 into 102, divide by 100, divide by 100, that is equal to P into 11 by 10. 1 0 will get cancelled here, another 0 will get cancelled here, the rest 2 will get cancelled here. This is 11 into 2. Now this is 2 into 102 square, that is 10404, that is equal to P. That means amount that we have 20808. That was the principal. That is the answer I have. Again, something which was quite doable in the paper. I believe this was quite clear. I hope you guys understood and will share it with your friends. Do subscribe, comment, and like so we can help you better. Thank you so much.